managed to find a player with the world's first 10 million damage plant on Plants vs. Brainrots. So today, we're going to be checking that out and much more to find the most epic gardens in the game. Subscribe to be in a future video like this, and let's get it. And we're in. Alright, so just like in a previous video, I asked you guys to send me your best plants inside of my Discord server so that I can see what you guys have been cooking up. And oh boy, did we get an insane amount of replies this time. Somewhere around 500 replies. So I'm not able to go through all of them, but we'll do a video on this in the future as well. So I've gone through some of the best ones that I could find in my recent messages. And you guys have been cooking. Of course, we're going to save the best one for last, but let's start taking a look at some highly OP gardens or just some that look really pretty. Kicking it off with the first one, we've got somebody saying, hey, Bacha, don't have an OP plant, but I'm a proud collector here. Philippines represent. And straight away, look at that garden. Like, look at that, bro. He literally is a collector. He has gold, diamond, ruby, neon for basically every OP plant he can get. Like, look at those Mr. Carrots. Look at the tomatoes. Look at the Shambino. Mango, King Lemon. And he even has a troll mango at the front. Are you kidding me? How did he get all of that? That is actually insanely cool to see. Love it. Next up, we've got somebody who was actually in one of my previous videos. I did see this garden live. It was in the garden next to mine. It was somewhere around here. And it was a giant cocoa tank. I actually managed to see this in person. It looked insane. But taking a closer look at it, just look at the size of the newt on that tank, dude. That is crazy. Now we've got something a little bit different. We've got a golden tomato and a ruby grape. I'm actually not sure if I've ever seen a ruby grape before. That looks crazy. It only does 15,000 DPS. The giant gold tomato does 116,000 DPS. So that's definitely better. But the ruby grape looks a lot better in my opinion. Now here's one I've never seen before. This actually almost looks like a pirate because of how big it is and the way it's holding the paintbrush. But it's a giant pineapple painter that's also diamond and it does 264,000 damage. What? How did bro get that? That is insanely lucky because the only way you can get pineapple painter is if you go to this middle island and you complete this quest a bunch of times. That's how you get this pineapple painter seed at the end. And that dude just got incredibly lucky to get that. It's giant and it's diamond. That's crazy cool. Next up, we've got another giant gold tomato. This one does 251,000 DPS. Again, that is just so crazy. If you combine that with a card, especially the one that gives you 1.4x damage, that would do an insane amount of damage, dude. And next up, of course, I had to feature a giant mango because just look at those pretty giant eyes. Even if that thing did 0 damage, I would still have it in my garden just because of those eyes. It looks so cute. And now we've got one that pretty much everyone has on their first giant plants. I don't know how this always happens, but a giant Mr. Carrot and the giant grape. Literally, those were my first 2 giant plants as well. On my very first attempt of getting a Mr. Carrot, I got a giant Mr. Carrot, and then it took about 10 attempts to get a giant Mr. Grape. Why did I call it Mr. Grape? It's just a grape. But it's insane. It seems like everybody can get these in big. Maybe they have a higher chance of becoming big. And now we've got something I've never seen before. We've got a yellow-toothed tomato torelli, aka a golden tomato torelli. But that actually looks so crazy cool. Sometimes I feel like we don't see enough gold plants, even though it's literally the most common mutation. I don't know how that happens. It feels like gold doesn't appear as much as some of the other ones sometimes. And now here we go again. Another giant pineapple painter. This one, unfortunately, is not diamond. Look at the size of that, dude. Look at the fists he's throwing up. I would not want to fight him. Now this one is so sick because of the avatar. Look at this. There's 2 tomato torellis. In the background on the right, there's a giant diamond sunflower. On the left, there's a big carnivorous plant. And in the background, there's a titanic carnivorous plant. But because of the avatar displayed at the top, it almost looks like the carnivorous plant is wearing a hat like the tomato torellis. Like, what? Did bro mean to do that on purpose? Because that looks so sick. Now, here's an interesting one. It's a commando apple, but it's ruby. This is my first time actually seeing a full ruby commando apple. And I'm not gonna lie, I want this, dude. As a collector, I want this. I don't care if it doesn't do that much damage. It just looks so sick. It looks like a delicious apple. That's also pretty frightening. Now, this one we just had to squeeze in because, of course, he said Bacha the best. That's how you get into the videos, guys, okay? You gotta glaze me a little bit. I'm like, all right, you can get in. But it's not just that. In the background, I don't know if these are duped or not, but he's got so many diamond tomatoes. He's got a giant gold shrumbino, and I can see a neon tomato in the background as well. Duped or not, that boy is cooking. And once again, I couldn't stop putting these in, but it's another pineapple painter, and once again, it's huge. It's just massive. Like, how are you guys getting them this big? I tried quite a few times with the pineapple painter. I didn't get a single one that was big at all. You guys are getting titanic ones. That's crazy luck. And now this one's kind of funny. It doesn't doesn't do that much damage. It's only 55,000 DPS, but it's a diamond mango. And I've actually never seen one of these, I don't think. Wait, did I get one of these? No, I don't think I did. But it looks so sick. Like that blue that fades into the pink at the top. Kind of looks like one of those slushies, if you know what I mean. Now, this one's a little bit dark, but once again, it's a giant mango with giant mango eyes. Honestly, these are so cute. I want one of these. If somebody wants to give me a giant mango, please give me it. It looks so cute. Oh, wait, I'm an idiot. I just remembered. Somebody actually did give me one. If you guys watched one of my last videos, somebody gave me this giant mango. It's not as big as the ones that I'm showing. This one only does 184,000 DPS, so it's about half of the size of the one that I've just shown. And not only that, we actually got given this, which is just insane. I hope this isn't duped. I don't think it is, but it does 1.6 million damage. It's a giant neon shrimbino. That's crazy, bro. Now, next up, this one I had to include because I've never seen it before. Like I said before, you don't see that many gold plants, even though they're actually super easy to get. But I've never in my life seen a giant gold watermelon. And I was so confused when I first saw it because I was like, why is it brown? What's going on here? But it's just gold. So I had to include that one because one, the formation of the garden is beautiful, but two, a brown watermelon. Come on, bro. I need that. I need that in my life. Also, there's a nice little tongue in the back left. And finally, for a moment you guys have waited for, the reason you clicked on this video. Yep, once again, somebody has sent me in a gigantic plant that does crazy damage. It's not another giant shrimbino like I've got back here. This one is a giant tomatrio. Look at it. It's a neon giant tomatrio. And no, this one isn't duped. The duped one does, I think it's 400,000 or 800,000 damage. This one does 1.1 million damage. And they said they're also willing to give me it. So I'm going to call them on their bluff. Let's see if they're actually willing to give me this giant tomatrio, because I'm becoming somewhat of a collector of just giant plants given to me by my fans. Literally every single one of these was given to me by fans. Actually, wait, that's a lie. I got this one myself and I got this one myself. 50% of these were given to me by my fans, but I'm ready to collect more. So if you guys have more of these, make sure to join my Discord. I'll leave the link to it at the top of the description and top of the comments. You can be in a future video like this, and also you could potentially give me your epic stuff. Yes, yes. All right, let's get Penta into the server and let me take a look at this giant tomatrio. Here he is. Yes, it's real. It's actually real. Wait, Sammy? What? Bro, it's not Sammy. Hello? That's so funny. Dude, look at this. He's set up like some sort of a ritual. What is going on here? Yeah, he does not care about this game anymore. But look at it. Wait, is it actually real? Oh, it does 1.6 million DPS. Wait, is that what I said? Didn't it say 1.1 million DPS? Why is it now 1.6? Okay, I'm very confused. But anyway, it does even more damage now. Now it does 1.6 million DPS, and it's a 1.4x. Oh, wait, is that just because I'm looking at it with my cards? I have no idea. I'm super confused, but either way, that is a crazy plant. I need it. What Brainrots have we got going on? Oh, nice. Okay. Little 6-7. 6-7. We've got some mutated ones. Got some diamond squallows. Nice, nice, nice. Listen, it's not the Brainrots I care about. It's this. Yo, what's up, bro? I wonder if he's actually gonna give me it, though. I feel like maybe we're being trolled. Do I like it? I literally just said, that's an insane plant. Of course I like it. Are you kidding me? Please, dude. Please. Let's see if he's actually gonna give me it, though. Oh, my days, I've just realized he's got 6-7 on his t-shirt as well. 6-7! Has he got 6-7 chain on? Oh, my... This guy. I said yes! He said yes! Wait! Oh, is he selling his inventory? Please, bro, please. My heart is actually racing right now. Please, please. Oh, we got it. Here it is. 50 kilogram tomatrio. What? Is this one of these ones that you could get ages ago, but you can no longer get them? I think that's it, right? Because they're now capped at like 25. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure plants are now capped at 25 kilograms. I could be wrong about that, but this one's 50. Okay, so I had this one a while. What? That's crazy. Okay, I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put it down. Okay, I can't. I need to remove a commando apple. Get out of here. Oh, yes. The collection grows. Oh, it's only level 2. Okay, wait, that's 6. So we can level it and it will do even more DPS. Wait, there's a chance that this does 2 million DPS then. Yo, that is so sick. Dude, massive shout out to Sammy or Penta, I guess. I have no idea. I don't want to shout out Sammy because Sammy, what are you doing in this game, you know? Also, that's definitely not Sammy. Or is it? Dude, what an actual legend. What an actual legend. All right, what we're going to do next then, I guess, is let's level up this plant. So in order to be able to do that, I should probably put the plant to ones that... Oh, wait, no. I've got loads of EXP vials. I've got so many of these, dude. I got all of these basically just by completing all of the battles that you get. So what's this one? EXP star. Let's click it. Oh, that gives you a full level. Dude, it's doing 2.2 million DPS right now. Chat, this is insane. I'm not even streaming right now, but chat, this is insane. Oh, 2.8. Is it going to do 3 million DPS? Hold up. I don't want to use these stars up because they're really OP, as I've just found out. Let's go with a normal flask. Oh, that's giving me like no XP. Okay, let's do EXP pot. Oh, that's doing nothing as well. We've got to do the EXP star. All right, here we go, guys. We're about to reach level 5 on the giant tomato. This could be a 3 million DPS plant. 3, 2, 1. Oh, what? It does 3.3 million DPS times 1.4. I need a calculator for this. That's crazy. 4.62 million DPS. That's not even damage. Overall damage would be higher. It would be double that. Like, if I pick up the plant, watch this. Watch this. Let's do this. Pick up the plant. Neon. Yeah, look at that. Actual damage is 6.7. Wait, it's 6.7. It's 6.7. Wait, did Sammy know that was going to happen? Is that the real Sammy? How did bro plan that? Now he's just smacking Brainrots. What is happening? But anyway, if we do 6.7 times 1.4, that gives us 9.38 million damage. This plant almost does 10 million damage. Not DPS. DPS is damage per second, but just overall damage of the plant is almost 10 million. Oh my days. Dude, if I put more cards on, if I put more damage cards on, like right now, I've just got this one. I could put more on, and it could literally do 10 million DPS. Okay. All right. What I'm going to do, let's see if it can solo a boss. Why did I say let's see if it can? Of course it can. And not just any boss. Let's open up the jungle biome. Dude, I feel so bad taking this. I'm not gonna lie. Where's Sammy? Here he is. Dude, I feel so bad taking it. Dude said, yes, I'm quitting anyway. Oh, what a nice guy. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'm not gonna complain. That is an insanely cool tomatrio. Oh, wait. Maybe he doesn't want me to have it. He's raging. Okay, that's fine. We'll keep it. That is so sick. All right, what I'm gonna do to speed it up a little bit, let's go ahead and buy a speed potion. Here, let's put it on. And here we go. Now we've just basically got to wait a little bit until we get the Strawberry Cameleonte 3. So I've basically got to kill an insane amount of Brainrots, and then we should get the next boss. So what I'm actually going to do, I'm going to pick up this. That is so... I can't believe it does that much damage. 3.3 million DPS times 1.4. 4.6 million DPS, dude. Okay, next up, I'm just going to wait until the boss comes out, and then I'll plop it in the way of the boss. It's probably a good way of doing it. So I could just do something like this. That looks crazy cool. Wow, my God, then it's time to look insane. I'll take it. I'll take it. Thank you so much. Alrighty, here we go. The next boss is coming out. Once again, massive shout out to Penta. He's now left, but dude, that is insane. Thanks so much for this plant. Okay, here we go. I'm ready with my neon tomatrio. Which lane? Which lane? Which lane are you going in, dude? This one. Wait, did it just get... I think he just got one shot, right? He literally just got one shot by the giant tomato. Dude, I am going to do so many epic things with this. That is so crazy cool. 3.3 million DPS. That's going to be the highest damage plant in the game. Like I said, I don't think these even exist anymore. So he must have got this ages ago. Or maybe not ages ago, like a week ago. Because plants... I swear there was an update where plants can no longer be up to 50 kilograms. I could be wrong, but this one is crazy cool. I've never seen one like this. I don't think it's duped. Again, massive shout out to Penta. That is incredibly cool. Thank you for giving me it. If you guys want to be in a future video like this, just make sure to join my Discord. And if you're willing to give me any plants, I will gladly take them off your hands. Subscribe for more videos. And with that, I'll catch you in the next one.